will be speaking today. She'll be, inshallah, completing her level 2. The project is called Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. In this project, the speaker is supposed to share their thoughts about mentoring. They are also supposed to fill a survey on the Toastmasters website. No, that's leadership and communication. Sorry about that, sir. But they're supposed to share some real life experiences where they were either mentored or they were mentors. And finally, the speech is supposed to have everything that a Toastmaster speech is supposed to have. So everyone put your hands together for Toastmaster Sila Hamid, the tree that teaches. The tree that teaches, Toastmaster Sila Hamid.
Thanks.
Yeah, just a second. You can start.
Imagine, just imagine, if the best mentor in your life wasn't a person, but a tree, silent yet full of wisdom. A tree that doesn't speak a single word, but teaches you more about life, about selflessness, and the growth that our teacher cannot do. Dear Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and my dear guest, I remember a story of a tree by Shel Silverstein, The Giving Tree. It told a powerful lesson about the mentorship, which can shape our lives in millions of ways. It represents a tree, it has a tree and a boy. The tree represents the ideal mentor, and the boy represents a mentee. From the start, the tree gives everything to the boy. Apples to sell, the branches to build a house, and a trunk to make a boat. It reflects the essence of mentorship, unconditional support, and desire to help someone in such a way without expecting anything in return. As the boy grows, so do his needs, and the tree adopts without hesitation. A great mentor always meets the changing needs of the mentee, just like the tree. Provide all the things which a boy requires each moment of his life. A mentor is not only help to or advice. It always give the guidance which evolves the mentee with times. The lasting moment or the impact of the tree become clear when the child becomes a old man and he reverts back to the stump. And the tree, at that moment, he has given each and everything. But even then, he tried to comfort that boy, the old man which he begins. He comforted him by asking him to take a rest on his stump. So what actually happened after that? It symbolizes, the mentorship. It symbolizes how the mentorship gives our lead impression on our life. In my life, I had mentors who shaped my journey through millions of ways, and they shaped me who I am right now. Let me share how they helped me to grow. My first mentor in my life was my dad. His profound and the powerful, his powerful and simple words. Can I stop?
No, you can continue.
His simple, powerful words, "My daughter is so beautiful and intelligent," kept me moving forward. I used to be timid and an introvert girl, but I wanted to prove my dad right. And those words always encouraged me to explore the wisdom and to come out of my shell. His confidence gave me.
You can continue.
His confidence, his belief actually gave me the confidence to go beyond the comfort zone. As I grew older, as I grew older, I was going through the motion of life, sitting like a talking parrot who just sit and moves with the same do the repeated things days and days out. But suddenly my life changed. I joined Toastmaster. And in Toastmaster, while I joined it, my public speaking skills always terrified me. At Toastmaster, my first mentor was the VP Education, Shahzaid Bar. He was calm, quiet, and supportive, and always wear a beautiful smile on his face. He asked me, "What makes you to join? What do you want to achieve? And what makes you nervous?" Because these profound questions helped me to uncover my fear and reducing them day by day. So now, as I progressed, I met most amazing mentor in my Toastmasters. I would like to take their names: DTM Talha bin Ahmed, Toastmaster Asghar, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor, Toastmaster Fahim, Toastmaster Majid, and Toastmaster Hina, who helped me to cultivate myself into growth. Some of the time I stumbled, but they never criticized me. They always helped me to grow and that you can take more effort and do more practice next time and come up with a better speech. So this is how my journey transformed, and my mentors always fueled my self with a deep growth. So dear trees, fellow trees, as the saying goes, that the mentor is someone who always allows you to see hope inside yourself. So how about let's be the tree that makes the difference? Over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, so I will be making a speech and I pass the evaluation sheet to Prasad. You've got it. I'm actually replacing Alpha. Yes, you are.
Now for the third speaker, that is DTM Talha bin Ahmed. I call upon this evaluator that.
Yes. Toastmaster.
Sorry, Toastmaster. That's Toastmaster Asghar. So, please explain the objectives.
Our next speaker, in fact, the last speaker, DTM Talha bin Ahmed. DTM Talha will be speaking from the project Connect with the Ideal or audience. And the objective of the speech is to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. The title of the speech is Our Mechanical Overlords. So please welcome DTM Talha bin Ahmed.
How many times have we encountered a situation where we are stuck in traffic? How many of you have experienced that? Raise of hands. Each and every one of us. It doesn't even matter whether we are driving or being driven, whether we are on a bicycle, a motorcycle, or in a bus. Traffic jam, gridlock remains a reality. In major cities of the world, at least 3 to 4 hours per day are spent in the daily commute, and Karachi is no different. Our timings may vary, and believe it or not, our gridlock is still not as bad as some other major cities in the world, but nevertheless, it is there. Every time you need to go out, you have to plan. You have to think. You have to look at Google Maps. You have to ask this machine whether your other machine will make it. And if so, how long will it take? And what happens when you're driving with your family? What happens then? You're stuck in a gridlock. You start talking. Talk soon turns to kerfuffle. Kerfuffles soon turn into arguments. You feel angry for no reason. Everything about life starts to descend upon you. The walls start closing in. Doesn't that happen? And then you start thinking about everything bad in your life. And the impact of those bad things is amplified tenfold because there's nothing you can do. You cannot breathe. You cannot hear each other. You cannot get out and walk. Have you ever wondered why you can't get out and walk? Do you suddenly lose the ability to walk? No. Do you, in fact, think that you cannot walk? If you just turn off your car and just start walking, what will happen? Cars behind you will get stuck. And that, ladies and gentlemen, gives rise to an epiphany that I've had recently. It's not the cars that are taking us anywhere. Actually, we are the ones taking cars to various places. Think about it. Whenever you go somewhere, what's your first consideration? Parking. Not your parking, your car's parking. Where will you park your car? Similarly, when you're stuck in a traffic jam, you cannot just get off your car and start walking. Because there are other cars behind you, not other humans behind you. And doesn't that seem that actually it's the cars that have taken over? And look at the big picture. I would hazard to say that cars are perhaps one of the worst inventions in human history, or maybe a close second to social media. Only today I was watching a video where someone said that the car, the automobile, is a blessing. But what has it done to our world? Automotive emissions are the main source of emissions. The car industry has bloomed into something that's all pervasive. It affects each and every sector of your life. It adds to noise pollution, it adds to air pollution, and it adds to the lack of your mental and physical well-being. In fact, a car keeps you unhealthy. Believe it or not, you are a slave to your car. Whenever I go to office in the morning, what I'm actually doing is taking out my car from my home and getting it safely to the office. And I'm ashamed to admit that at one point, my late father took out our car. And when he returned, the car was slightly limping. And I could see that it had been hit somewhere. What was my main concern? Not the health and well-being of my father, but rather how damaged the car was. I'll never ever forget that moment. See, most of the real estate around in this huge city is occupied by cars, not humans. There are living spaces that are shrinking by the day, whereas car parks and parking lots are expanding by the day. The roads are taking over. Cities like Dubai, like New York, like Houston, Texas, They are practically unlivable thanks to gridlocks and cars. If you've recently been to Dubai, have you tried walking anywhere? You simply can't. You have to either take a taxi or someone's car or a train or a bus, some vehicle. That's the only way to get around the city. And that's what we call progress. More roads, wider roads. If wider roads was a solution to gridlock, then world's most developed cities would not have had traffic jams. But they have them worse than ever. There's also a very depressing social aspect to this. Have you thought about how much a car costs and what it does for you? What it does for your income, what it does for your aspirations. People spend their lives gathering enough money to buy a car. To what end? So that they can be the drivers to their cars. It's all connected because our cities are so huge, they have expanded this much simply because there are automobiles. Humans don't walk anymore. Walking is not an option. The ideal urban settlements are those that allow walking spaces. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, think about it. Cars are our mechanical overlords. Over to you, Toastmaster Vijay.
Next Toastmaster today, we have Toastmaster Arfat Tabassum. If we can manage her speech, please.
Okay, we can. Wow, amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Can we request GP for the introduction?
Yes, why not?
okay.
What is the project? Yeah.
The project, okay.
Who's the speaker?
Toastmaster Arfat, one of our new members.
Yes. Now it's time for the fourth speaker, name Arfa Tabassum, and I call upon her evaluator, Toastmaster Ghulam
DTM.
Khan.
Ghulam Khan.
Sorry, DTM Ghulam Khan, sorry.
Yeah. What's the project?
Wait.
Can we take this? She was supposed to call.
It's Pathway Presentation Mastery Level 2, Project 1, Know Your Communication Style. The title of this speech is Communication Works for Those Who Work for It, and the duration is 5 to 7 minutes.
It's my work.
Yeah, exactly.
So Toastmasters, today the speaker which I will be evaluating is Toastmaster Arpa Tabassum, and she will be giving a project from Pathway Presentation Mastery Level 2. This is the first project of the Know Your Communication Style. And the title of the speech is Communication Works for Those Who Work for It. Wish you all the best, Toastmaster Arfa. Over to you.
Toastmaster Arfa, can you see the Karachi Toastmasters Club window? That will be the timing window. Toastmaster Arfa, can you see the window?
Am I audible?
Sorry.
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, you are.
Am I audible or
Yeah.
visible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes.
Have you ever felt misunderstood or frustrated in a conversation? It might just because you and the other person communicate differently. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, when we connect with others in a way that resonates with their unique communication style, we not only convey our message effectively, but we also build a stronger and meaningful relationship. To build such kind of relationship, it's important to understand different communication styles. According to research, there are 4 types of communication styles. The first one is direct. These people are focused and result oriented in ambition, and they appear strong willed and demanding. How do we communicate with this group? It's important to be concise, focus on key points, and avoid unnecessary detail. For example, sharing a lengthy story might seem irrelevant or unproductive to them, as they are usually busy juggling multiple tasks and prefer clear, concise communication. I remember one of my class fellow was a direct communicator and always answering short and to the point. And I often avoided talking to her because of her that kind of style. Even one day, I asked her, "Why are you so rude?" Only now do I realize that it was not rudeness at all. It was simply her direct communication style. The second one is the initiating style. These are social butterflies, fun-loving. They always have stories to share. Most important, they value relationship. They appear innovative and persuasive, friendly, and creative. How do we communicate with this group? To connect with an initiating communicator, match their energy, and give them time to share their opinion and their feelings and enjoy their stories. My communication style is primarily is a blend of direct and initiating. Most of the time, I find myself of making calculations connected, while I used to do it unintentionally. Third one is analytical style, and this style is for those who are logical and precise and exact. They need information in an organized manner. They appear perfectionist. You will see these people take notes because they value understanding information. I used to think people with that kind of style were, for example, one of my uncle always asked for a logical reason behind everything. I usually found myself stuck and unable to explain. So how should we communicate with such kind of people? Make sure you have facts and detail and logic ready, and always give them space to ask questions. The final style is sportive, quiet, and they appear dependable and loyal. So in short, when we communicate with a direct communicator, it's important to be concise and to the point, avoiding unnecessary detail. And when we communicate with initiating communicator, focus on being friendly, engaging, and open to conversation. When speaking with analytical communicator, make sure to provide logical and well-structured information. For sportive communicator, be caring, patient, and show genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings. Fellow Toastmasters, every situation needs a different way of communicating. Adjusting your style helps you connect better. So take time to know your style and understand other, and this simple step can make all the difference. Over to you.
So all speakers have qualified. I'm floating the poll for the best speaker. Please rate all the speakers on a scale of 1 to 5. No, don't rate the speakers, rate the speeches. So the poll is being floated and Madam Chair.
Now it's time for some laughter. Okay, fellow Toastmasters, what do dentists call their X-rays? What do dentists call their X-rays? Toothpicks. Picks.
6. Okay.
Why should you never trust stairs?
They make they go up.
They are always up to something. Why did the bullet end up losing his job? It got fired. He got fired. Why doesn't Dracula have any friends?
He eats them all.
Well, honestly, he's a real pain in the neck. My teachers told me I'd never amount to too much since I procrastinate a lot. I told them, just you wait. Okay, are all the prepared speakers qualified?
Yes, I have floated the poll. So everyone, please vote. Please rate all the speeches on a scale of 1 to 5.
Okay, now it's time for the third part of the session, that is the GE. And I call upon the general evaluator, that is our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Charles David Barr. Over to you, the word is yours.
Thank you so much, Miss Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Hebari's Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the session part of today's meeting. We always listen to the phrase that evaluation is the backbone of Toastmasters International. And why it is the backbone of Toastmasters International? 2 years ago, when Matt Kinsey, the president of Toastmasters International, visited Islamabad, so while describing his story, he was telling us that he joined Toastmasters. He visited for the first time to the Toastmasters International for the refreshment, but he find evaluation in the plate, in his plate. But during those whole time when he was speaking on the stage, his left hand was in his pocket, and I was just watching to him and thinking in my head that there is still something left in his plate. So no matter how big you are, how better communicator you are, there will be always a room for the improvement, and that's why we say that evaluation is the backbone of Toastmasters International. So whatever we experience today from the start to this time, whoever came on the stage, we have some senior and experienced Toastmasters for them to evaluate their speeches. So our first speaker was Toastmaster Amra Yunus, our icebreaker, our new Toastmaster, and to evaluate her speech, we have DTM Sarfraz. Sir, the stage is yours. Please welcome DTM Sarfraz.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and especially you, Toastmaster Amra Yunus. Thank you for your icebreaker speech. The purpose was to tell us something about yourself, and you did that. You not only accomplished your purpose, you went beyond it. What I liked about your speech was in 6 minutes, you recited your autobiography. You told us what you're going to talk about, your transformation, your resiliency. And then you went on to talk about the movement of your father from Rawalpindi to Karachi to abroad. You mentioned some of your places where you worked and what you gained, what you did. And then finally, you went on to tell us why you joined Toastmasters and what you hope to accomplish in Toastmasters, which included increasing or improving your confidence, leading people with ease, and also find out what your greatest potential is. That was a lot of information that you presented to us, and I like that. Also, like the fact that you ended by telling us that you are an educator, a mentor, and a learner. Nice summary in 3 words. You use stories. Some people have trouble telling stories. You weaved several stories within your speech. And how you can improve, I would like to see you open with pizzazz. Instead of saying, I'm going to tell you my story so far, that was the title and that had been used by the person introducing you, you can simply come. If you wanted to talk about your father, you could have opened your speech by simply saying, my father died when I was X years old, and he died saving someone in a train wreck. Or you could open by what you told us at the end, by saying, I am an educator, a mentor, and a learner. And then go on and tell us why you are an educator, why you are a mentor, and why you're a learner. And learner is where you could have then included what Toastmasters can do for you. Many times I noticed that when you were thinking what to say next, you were looking down. What you can do is just look at the audience while you're thinking. There's no need to look down. I liked your very first speech. You had stories in it, told a lot of information. And if you can improve upon your eye contact and structure your speech properly, it'll be a great speech. Thank you, and I look forward to your next speech. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Sarfraz. Now I would like to call upon the stage our table topics evaluator, and he's the person who is very concerned and Toastmaster and love. Whatever role we want to give him, and he always come forward, come to the front, and he offers the role. So please welcome Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar. For the table topics evaluator.
Thank you, General Evaluator. The word of the day today was kafufal. Is it kafufal? Kafufal.
Yes.
Unnecessary excitement, and or which comes in a conflict. I think keeping this word in weave, or keeping the spirit of those words in weave, table topic master deliberately created 2 opposite poles or 2 opposite arguments and forced participants to fight each other, at least on virtual world.
Yes.
But let me tell you, DTM Sarfaraz Nazir miserably failed in his objective, because all of us talked constructively around their ideas. This is something I need to remind the DTM Sarfaraz Nazir. So I may not go on from descending or ascending order. Just bear with me. Shazeb and DTM Tala, winter working at home or in office. Shazeb supported work from home because he described his current situation traveling from Pindi to Islamabad. It was perfectly logical for him to build this argument, and actually I supported him because we also traveled from one place to another place. For him, work from home is preferable, and he at least built his argument from two or couple of examples, and I think he built it very well, and then allowed DTM Tala to oppose him. DTM Tala, according to DTM Tala, never go home if not necessary. In other words, make your office home because of many certain reasons. And he, at least one point in time, wanted to abolish this concept. According to DTM Tala, when you abolish, when you are working, that is your office and it is not home. And then he described the kerfuffle at home because of the work that you are doing at home and being disturbed by someone else. The second couple was, I'm sorry, Muhammad Ahmed's
Yes.
fork, and Omar, the winter, fork or spoon. In fact, Toastmaster Omar spoke very well again this weekend, and you in fact put forward your argument, but the thing is you supported both and to describe them individually rather than being attached with fork or spoon and gave your examples. But nonetheless, you spoke well and you took your time. I think the only thing is you are constantly holding your hand like this and you are not moving. It is something, your body gesture is always important when we speak with our audience, but it is something that we usually overcome after a couple of sessions, and hopefully you will do it in your next session. Muhammad Ahmad referred perhaps fork because he think you can deal with chicken easily. I remember this very well, and I agree because I am always with you when there is a chicken and you have a choice to choose between a spoon and fork. And in fact, sometimes he said that we sometimes required both of them to do it. Yes, that is why both of them are present while you are eating. What I want to say about Muhammad Ahmad is the way you spoke so confidently throughout your session. And this is one thing I noted. The good grammar usage, the good usage of the grammar and the vocabulary. So the third one was Mariam and DQ. And that was somewhat interesting. Under, it was all about the toilet tissue paper, how to use it and the exact location. While Mariam talked about, because being a homemaker, she is an expert, and she said that this nitty-gritty should be left on women, and then she contradicted all of us, and she thinks it doesn't matter the location or the left side or the right side of the toilet papers, as long as they are there inside the toilet. So thank you, Toastmaster Mariam Aftab. I think she is not there, but then JQ emphasized the location and the direction. What I like throughout your speech, GQ, is the way you your body gesture while taking the below. You cannot take it, or it is above. You cannot, draw it. And then again, your body movement while leaning. We don't need to lean our body in order to catch it. And then you said, advised us that it should be on the right side, exactly above the the right hand, and in the height of the right hand while sitting on the commode. At least I'm following you. But this is the end.
Yes.
Okay, this is the end of the table topic speeches. Over to you, Nanda Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Azhar, for giving a very thought-provoking evaluation to each and every one of us. Our next evaluator is DTM Talha bin Hamid for the speech of Toastmaster Silla Hamid.
Right.
So please welcome our own president, DTM Talha bin Hamid, please.
Okay. Toastmaster Silla, I must congratulate you on taking such a huge risk. And by now we know that you are not conventional. And that's something to be celebrated. Because this is one of the beginner projects in Toastmasters, and yet you took a huge creative risk by anointing a tree as a mentor. And if you think about it, mentors are like trees. They face the heat, they face the sunlight, they give shadow to the people sitting under them. So congratulations on weaving a beautiful story around the tree and then segueing so neatly into the mention of your mentors. I cannot really praise it enough. Honestly, the creative treatment of the whole speech was amazing, and you need to be congratulated on that. Throughout the speech, your voice was a treat to hear, and that is something we can all pick up from Toastmaster Seva. She ensures that her voice is in perfect working order before starting a speech. She takes water or does whatever, and sometimes we tend to ignore that aspect. So and that's why your voice was so musical and your fluency was right up there. You described the tree or trees in great detail and the things they do. And in the process, you ended up describing what a mentor does. And again, congratulations on that synergy. Your eye contact was excellent today, even better than usual. And that really conveyed to us that you were speaking from the heart. That really got your message across. Your transition to your human mentors was exceptional. And one thing that I noted and respect a great deal was that you took care to mention each and every person that touched your life. And that is something that we should all learn. We should all be respectful to anyone who teaches us anything. So congratulations on that. Today, I have precious few points as improvement areas, and that's related. I think your preparation could be even better, or maybe you are okay. I will correct that. You're always well prepared, and that is also something we should learn. But maybe you lost a little bit of confidence when you came here, and that's why there were slight hesitations here and there. And sometimes you spoke words like you know or you see, and that takes away from the speech because it gives the impression of a talk rather than a speech. And there's a difference between a speech and a talk. So maybe focus more on avoiding these words. Again, we're in a paradoxical situation where what you said was not grammatically wrong at all, but it took something away because your speech was otherwise so vivid. So overall, purpose of the project well achieved. We learned mentorship, and we learned much more about mentorship that we knew. Great creative leap of imagination and great flow, great language. Slight bit of more confidence and avoidance of filler words. Over to you, General Wang.
Thank you so much, DTM Talha, for such a wonderful evaluation. Our next speech evaluator would be DTM Olam Kader Sahab. Thank you for joining us, DTM Olam Kader Sahab, and every ladies and gentlemen, please welcome DTM Olam Kader to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Arfa.
All right. So Toastmaster Arpa Tabassum, I really liked the style, the way you were speaking. Very nice, polite, humble, and I could easily relate to each and every word what you have said into your speech. Every word was crystal clear. It was said in such a volume and in such a tone that could easily can be understood by any person sitting in this room and online as well. So hats off to you, the way you spoke today. Now coming to the content of your speech. The project was Know Your Communication Style, and you clearly articulated all four communication styles. The first one, direct, initiating, then analytical and supportive. And in the first one, you even gave an example, a real life example, that one of your friend, you asked her that why are you so rude? And you came to know that she had a direct style of speaking or communication. Overall, net, your content was great, but to a certain extent, it looked like more of a project which is already written into the Toastmaster manual. So if I would just give you some advice that let's not explain as to how many styles are there and what are these people. We need to bring more real life examples, and we could have added more stories to it. For example, you could have added a story of another of your relative who is very good in initiating the communication, or maybe a kind of your colleague in your office who has a very good analytical style. So net content was superb. Now coming on to your body language and gestures, I've just got now progressive glasses, and through these glasses, I could see you sitting on the left side of the screen, and there was hardly any movement. So a piece of advice, and I could not see the movement of your hands as well. So body language for the Toastmasters at any forum, wherever you'll be going, that has to be improved, and you can improve a lot. The screen was there, the stage was there, and you could have managed it well. So overall, net, I would give 10 out of 10 to the speech, but with few improvements which you need to do. And inshallah, the next project, you will be able to do that. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Ghulam Qadir Sahab. Now it's time to call upon the stage our last evaluator, which is Toastmaster Asghar, Muhammad Asghar, for the speech evaluation of DTM Talha bin Hamid. Please welcome Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for calling me third time in front of the camera. Our today's last speaker came from out of blue, a bolt out of blue.
Yes.
So the DTM Talha bin Hamid has the ability to penetrate where there is no space. You can see the agenda if you don't believe me. The objective of his project is to connect with an unfamiliar audience. DTM Talha, I know you are a master speaker, but you cannot escape my criticism. I would like to start from the recommendation, the commendation area now. The way you start or even ask our feeling about being stuck in a traffic. The good thing is that it was so relatable. We all felt that we are stuck in the traffic, in the traffic. Even DTM JQ raised his hand that yes, was there because since he is really daily traveling, and then you expand this idea about the traffic, waiting time on the world road. while driving. And then you talked about the family, the petty fighting within the family, looking after the car, leaving your car, and then finding no place to leave your car, which led you to the concept of parking idea, that in fact we do not have the parking, which is the father of all problems, if not the mother of all problems. And then this brings the automation, the emission, responsible of the emissions, of course, the noise pollution and the unhealthy. Someone who is driving the expensive car is happen to be not a healthy person in the strict term. It is well researched, and every research tells you it. Because we happen to be in a good car rather being outside on our 2 feet. Then you concluded your story about your agony of the car, of the story, the damaged car of your father, and then you talked about the examples of Dubai. As I told you that you are a master storyteller as well, a master speaker, so you spoke well. Coherency was there, it was systematic. The only recommendation areas for me is, I think you put so many material and it was not systematic. I failed to understand whether you are talking about the traffic with its social consequences, environmental aspects, or merely our agony with relationship to our car. Overall, it was an excellent speech, an excellent way of telling it, except being more specific in order to find your conclusion. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asghar, for giving such a wonderful evaluation to our own DTM Talha bin Hamid. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take the report from the auxiliary role players, and we have the grammarian. And again, for that role, we have the multitasking, our president, DTM Talha bin Hamid. So please welcome again DTM Talha bin Hamid to the stage for the role of grammarian.
Just give me a second. Let me throw the poll for the evaluators.
Okay.
Second, or rather, a few seconds.
Okay.
Everyone,
So meanwhile,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, you can take another.
Everyone. Okay, great. So everyone's please vote for your best evaluator, speech evaluator. And after that, we will be following for the best big four. So meanwhile, I would like to present my report as a listener. So someone said she is a joke enthusiastic. Who said this?
Sorry.
She is a joke enthusiastic. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so someone said she is a joke enthusiastic. Who said this?
She is the
Joke enthusiast.
oh.
So it is DTM
Okay, so it was, yes, it was DTM Talha bin Hamid.
Thank you, Amra.
Okay, so someone said I am in a situation of kerfuffle.
Me.
Guess.
Guest Omar.
Yes, Umar. Okay. A car keeps you unhealthy.
DTM Talha bin Hamid.
Okay. There is a difference between a speech and a talk.
I think it was you. No, not DTM Talha. This Sila.
DTM Pella, it was DTM.
Yes, it was DTM Talha bin Hamid. And someone said, I think it was you. It was Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar. So it's all from my side. I would like the grammarian to please present his report.
Okay. Thank you so
Please
much.
welcome DTM Talha bin Hamid.
Thank you so much, Mr. Journal Evaluator. Now, only if I can read my writing, I'll try my best. So, yeah, someone said, talk to the adults could have been talk to adults. Someone said, a courage could have been courage. Uh, Someone said, beans, coffee beans, they described their scent as energetic. A better word could have been aromatic. Leave right, uh, leave a right could have been relinquish a right. Someone said introvert girl could have just been introvert. And someone said miserably failed. A better version would be failed miserably. And one of our speakers used net thrice, 4 times during the evaluation. And a better phrase could have been all said and done, or in total, or in conclusion. But that said, grammatics apart, I absolutely love the way it was said and it was used. So yeah, there's a paradox. Some good usages. The perpetual Baji, loved it. Transitioned into reason. Sorry, some reason trumps or reason trumps all others. Lovely usage. Suddenly my life changed. Fellow trees, very well used. Then thoughtless and demanding, unintentional, final style, and okay. Pizzazz, very well used by DKM Sarfraz. He loves to use this word and he uses it just right. And word of the day was used by myself 5 times, no great achievement. DKM Sarfraz used it, Toastmaster Farooq Zubairi used it. Although he used it as a verb, actually it's a noun. And Guest used it twice. And I also believe that Toastmaster Asghar used it quite a bit. So great usage. Congratulations, everyone. Over to you, General Valley. Well done. Toastmaster Shade, are you there? Toastmaster Shade, are you there? Perhaps he is away, but there's nothing to do except to wait for his. Okay, there he is.
Here, sir. Yes, I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Are you finished?
Yes. Thanks for being so attentive.
He was the listener actually.
Okay, thank you.
You
So
can continue.
when I open my window, when my video, my internet starting to go slow, and so apologies for that. So we don't have the R counter, but uh, I just noted down uh, and I noticed that 3 people are there that they have to work upon their R and ums. And the first one is myself that I have to work upon the R and ums that I used during my table topic and still I'm using. The second one is Toastmaster Amra Yunus. She was delivering her first speech, but she used about 20 times so and R's and ums. So that is a suggestion from my side to work on that. And the third person was Toastmaster Asghar. He also used around 17 times R's during his evaluations. So now it's time to give a general report of today's meeting from my side. The meeting was started well and on time. The presidential address was there, the guests were introduced. Toastmaster that they uh, very well handled the situation. There was some shuffling between the speeches and table topic session. But I would recommend one thing to Toastmaster Hibarais Khan to that you have at the agenda you have allotted 10 minutes to speak and to explain the theme of the day, of the meeting. So you came up with a very beautiful theme, winter treats. You could ask some question about the treats from the audience, or you can even tell us that when you will be treating, give a treat to the KTC members. That is the one suggestion from my side. The table topics master did a tremendous job. Uh, now, a moment before when I was kind of fuffling before introducing him for the evaluation because he had a lots of achievements in his life, and we witnessed today his experience during the tabletop session. He came up with a very unique idea and uh, make this very normal meeting to uh, the very upstage, and he make the environment and. He gave the opportunity to every one of us. So that is amazing. Bravo for that, sir. DTM sir for us, Nazir sir. All the speeches were very beautiful. All the elevators were this, and we had the most experienced evaluators in today's meeting. One suggestion from me to our very senior Toastmaster Asghar. Yes, sir, you have a very beautiful art of thinking and creating humor while evaluating the speakers. But one suggestion from my side that if you use you could if you could work on your hand gesture, that would be uh, more better to attract more audience. And the second suggestion from my side that if you announce someone's name during evaluation, you have to use TM or DTM. If you're talking about Toastmaster Silla, you have to say that Toastmaster Silla. Or if you are talking about a guest, so you have to say guest Umair or guest Umar. That is a humble suggestion from my side. Overall, the meeting was tremendous. We all witnessed it. And it's time to hand over the stage back to our president, DTM Talha bin Hamid. Please welcome DTM Talha bin Hamid.
Okay. Thank you so much. And yes, although it's customary to hand over to the Toastmaster of the day and then they hand over, but we need to wind up the meeting soon. So thank you so much. So what can I say? What an amazing meeting we had today. Thanks to all the role players. Special thanks to DTM Ghulam Qadir and thanks to the speakers. A special appreciation for Toastmaster Arfa Tabassum because perhaps many of us don't know, she, for some strange reasons, she suffers from confidence issues. And many a time she cannot join. Due to that, she does not join the meeting live, but she monitors the meeting on live stream and prepares the bulletins. And today, as we saw that she withdrew first, but then she decided. So congratulations. And I will just quickly go through the results of the voting. Everyone, please vote for best pick 4. And yeah, so today our best prepared speaker goes to. Just let me check the totals first because yeah, just a second. Our best prepared speaker goes to. Okay. Our best prepared speaker goes to Toastmaster Silahani. Congratulations. And our best evaluated today goes to Toastmasters. Congratulations. Best, okay, yeah, that is. Okay, best table topics today goes to, let's see, oh, DT and GQ. Now you have no excuse not to renew your membership and start coming regularly. So congratulations. And yeah, and finally, the best big four today goes to once again Toastmasters, the table topics development. So those were the results. And again, reiterating the earlier announcements, we have slots for treasurer and VPPR. You have 1 week to intimate me of your interest in these positions, and then we'll hold an election next week, a mini election. And secondly, our contests are coming up. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining today, and see you all next week. Thank you.
DTM
Yes.
Talha,
Yes,
DTM
sir.
Talha, did we do the standing ovation for the icebreaker speech?
Oh, no, we did not. We did not. We need to. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the reminder. Yeah. And a photo as well. So keep standing, everyone. Yes. Standing ovation along with the online standing ovation. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DTF, for the reminder. Thank you so much.